How goes it?
Care to hear an old man's request? My thanks.
A fine place to harvest some ingredients.
I say, we collect as much as we can carry.
I've a knack for gathering items, and am ever on the hunt for new finds. I'll gladly try...
Am I the first to notice we've all got different vocations?
'Tis a tad inconvenient that we can't share equipment.
Let us utilize our individual strengths wherever possible. Only truly defeated when their skulls are smashed beyond repair. Now, what might that be?
Let us ponder how best to proceed.
I've got wares of every ilk. Pleasure doing business with you.
Fire is not its weakness, but its strength. Avoid flame at any cost, Arisen. You have been doused in oil.
well-aimed strike, right where it hurts.
Oh, what does this say?
A thorough perusal might reveal aught of interest.
I've got it pinned. It will have a hard time spitting its bell fluid at us now. We are to retreat, then?
Little does our foe realise how narrowly they escaped death's touch.
Right you are.
Masters favour different pawns. One whom I serve prefers to have these strings for allies. There's a thought.
If our destination is... I've just recalled. I found a treasure chest near here during my travels beyond the rift. May I show you to its location? Allow me to lead the way. I can take you to our destination by the optimum route. We have arrived.
best try and get her attack.
When charged, be sure to avoid open flames.
Waiting around puts me to sleep. Should you espy and clearing the high roads of such obstructions falls under the military's purview, you see. But our hands are oft overfull with culling and escort missions, so that we must...
One might confidently call that a resounding victory.
No doubt this triumph will spur us into the next.
expect this would fetch a fair sum at market.
Perhaps fortune has deigned to aid us at last.
Where you place your feet. A sharp incline is as like to throw us off balance as 'tis our enemies.
Good thing I was standing here, eh? Have you forgotten something, Arisen? You're looking rather lost.
As you wish. I shall return directly.
Yon statue makes for a fine landmark.
Why don't we go take a look? Would not be unwelcome for an ally to be here once.
Right, to arms.
'Tis easily done.
Over here, if you please.
We're hardly so destitute as to shun an ox cart's services. What say we ride one to our destination?
'Tis the Arisen's choice to make, though I certainly wouldn't begrudge the chance to put my feet up.
shame us both. What would you do without me, Arisen? Huzzah!
Over here, if you would.
Might have a look around. See what else I can find.
Oi! Now!
Stand strong!
Next to no politics.
We'll pull through yet!
Uncommon materials can be found here, methinks.
Well spotted. Shall we see what we can find?
My thanks. Don't be modest. Let me show my thanks.
Might treat us to a roast tonight.
I've a modest talent for spotting materials that can be... I dare say I've accomplished a...
Is autumn miss here?
Welcome, sir, after all. 'Tis folly to linger on a... single vocation when there are... So many exciting... Always a pleasure.
A fitting choice for the Arisen, one might think.
With this, our victory is assured.
Reckon your trade towns can make you right sick of crap. But here, at least, you'll find a...
I have no issue falling asleep, even at...
I've not trained for this.
A good sleep does wonders.
Off we go then. We'll never get anywhere if all we do is rest.
Time spent camping isn't necessarily time wasted. don't know about you, Master, but I'm worn out. Before pressing on.
You can count on me to watch over your hours of repose.
We've arrived well enough. Where to next? I was hoping for.
I did not know I could feel so alive. To a hunter! out for an apples, Master! Ice will be most effective against this foe! In you! Plenty more where that came from. You are full of surprises. I look forward to informing my own master of that strategy.
Well, well. Colour me surprised.
And here we are, in the blink of an eye. Shall we take stock of our surroundings?
A customer then. That changes things.
Have a look. Hoy! Looking to no need to overthink it. You can change it on a... whim. You've naught to lose, and you might even make leisure doing business.
What am I to
Wonder
do
if
if
there's
the
any
townsfolk
easy
tire
work
of me?
to be had.
Swapping stories is one of life's great pleasures.
A customer, then. That changes things.
Looking for aught in particular?
We pawns are mere travellers from beyond the rift. What cause have the Batali to regard us with such hostility?
Let no hardship keep us from our charge. We go with the Arisen, wheresoever that journey may take us.
I have no issue falling asleep, even at this time of day.
A good sleep does wonders.
Off we go then.
About ready to close it. What business have you here?
Go on, have a look.
Me? Now, this hardly bears saying, but don't you... You dare try... to take anything without paying for it first.
Always a pleasure.
My services don't come... Cheap mind. You're welcome. Just tell me what you need. And I'll see you come again when you've more coin to... Look around if you must. But be sure to buy all.
Welcome. As a discerning customer like yourself will doubtless appreciate, we offer... excellent service. At always a pleasure.
Clear my mind.
Not to sell off what I can while I'm in town.
Peruse at your leisure, sir.
Go before my shift's over.
You can count on me to watch over your hours of repose. I will... Shall we discuss tactics now or later? There is a rumor whispered among pawns that I have oft pondered. The gist of it is, when pawns travel beyond the rift, we can contract a peculiar illness that kills the lives of those around us. At first, we are only restless and excitable, but in time we become so unruly that even the Arisen holds no sway over us.
That sounds most unpleasant. I do hope we shall remain free of it.
Welcome, and welcome.
Dear, that's the wrong one.
Ah, apologies. Thank you, my darling. Fie. My vision's growing worse by the day, I fear. Methinks it began when I started reading an old grimoire I found whilst tidying the storeroom. 'Tis entitled, On the Transference of Souls. A curious tome, this. It claims to grant the reader the power to summon things from beyond the rift. I thought I might use it to stock my shelves with otherworldly wares. Perhaps you will think me simple, but truly all I want is a better life for my wife and daughter. Yet 'tis most vexing, for the moment I start reading the tome, 'tis as if a fog descends over my eyes. But mayhap there is hope for me yet. If I can get my hands on a quince. They're said to reduce fatigue of the eyes. Would you be kind enough to procure one for me? I must keep reading that grimoire.
I've heard quince is a native to Batal. Shall we see if we can't find some?
Welcome. As a discerning customer like yourself will doubtless appreciate, we offer excellent service. Do come again.
This might be worth a read.
Have you brought me a quince? Many thanks, sir. At last, I may continue reading that grimoire. This could be the turning point in my family's fortune.
What business have you here?
I'm in no hurry to leave.
My bed calls.
Quickly now! Our master beckons! Really now, you mustn't shirk your duty. Lest you forget, 'tis the Arisen we serve here.
Speaking of which, the pawns in this party are women all.
And I've no objections.
We cannot pass this way, it seems. Let us scour for a way around.
Forgive me if I do not jump for joy.
We've arrived well enough. Where to next?
Tad rowdy, I'm not sharply late.
Suppose I could visit someplace new.
Would that I had a helping hand.
Won't someone do aught about this?
Where might I go? There's no
Hmm?
I enjoy tackling fierce foes. All told,
I have nothing further to add. I fear your party will be
Can't help but talk in a whisper. You need a permit to mind. Rumour has it that's led to some people acquiring. Come to think of it, I've nary a...
Time on. You'd think that'd be on. At least I've ne'er beheld a human. If we keep mixing... quite a predicament.
All this hustle and bustle. Visit someplace
Should I get up to today?
This is more than I can bear.
Remember Lisa? This town must have needs. It is my duty to find them.
All this quiet makes me come o'er anxious.
Suppose that's enough for one day.
Mine.
It's good to see you.
Ahoy! How do you do?
My bed.
Trouble here. I best move along.
May the heavens protect you.
Leave no stone unturned. 'Tis likely there's aught we've missed.
Ah, you've returned. Oh, my spectacles. Well done, sir. With these, I shall have no need to fear any letters, be they small or thick. I shall learn aught I can, but the day might come when I can repay this debt I owe you. Many, many thanks. Take this as a token of my gratitude. Greetings. I trust you are in good health.
No sense letting the enemy gain the upper hand. The early griffin gets the worm, as they say.
Now there's a hassle I could do without.
Oh, how I've longed to... Night time already? I thought it was rather dark.
To each their own, as they say.
Sometimes this is the only place I can find.
Those new recruits could barely lift their swords.
Have no fear, Master. I'll fare all right without you for a little while.
Beg pardon, sir. Captain Brandt bade me ask aught of you, if you would hear it. However, 'tis a matter best kept from prying ears. Might we not move to a more discreet location? Firstly, pray, take this. 'Tis a regalia sword, one of the kingdom's treasures. 'Tis my duty to guard it. Yet, I have stolen it from the masquerade hall where 'twas on display. A duplicate now rests in its place, and I must beg you to keep the true artifact hidden, lest the ruse be discovered. Generations of Amundian rulers have wielded it, though not in battle, of course. 'Tis a ceremonial weapon for use in parades and the like. Yet, Disa's disdain for tradition has seen the blade suffer. 'Tis fractured, and has lost much of its former luster. Captain Brandt is of a mind to restore it, so that it might serve as a symbol of your authority, Sir Arisen. Indeed, when the time comes for you to announce your ascension, having this sword at your hip would doubtless elevate your standing in the eyes of the people. And I must confess, having watched over the blade for many a year, I've grown rather fond of it. I should be well glad to see it restored to its former splendor by your hand. My hopes for our kingdom and its treasure go with you, Sir Arisen. A big...
I must ask you to leave this place at once.
Townspeople depend on me. Those new staff barely lift their socks.
Do you recall that package from Batawa delivered to the Minister's chambers last week? Well, just between you and me, I blundered and nearly tipped the contents out onto the floor. You should have heard the chiding Allard gave me. He was so furious, you'd think I'd killed someone. Mark my words, there's more to that package than meets the eye.
You ought to be more prudent. You know the fate of a wagging tongue. 'Tis oft for the best that we shut our eyes to the goings-on of the palace. You do well to remember that.
Not for it, but cut my teeth in a real battle.
What business could be so pressing that I must be summoned at this late hour?
I would not presume to know, my lord. However, it must be a highly sensitive matter for the Regent Kin to request a private audience.
Oh, perhaps the boy has finally grown wise to the benefits my favor can bring. He might just be his mother's puppet, but at least he knows what's good for him.
My lord, if someone were to overhear...
Oh, unwring your hands, you fool! As if anyone in this palace would dare say a word against me. Now, if Wilhelmina calls, tell her to await me in my chambers. I will return presently.
Surely none more important than this. I speak of the ascension of the Sovereign.
Indeed. But that, Your Grace, would be better discussed in the presence of your mother. are you doing in here? I don't recognize you. Guards, seize the intruder.
It seems you've made a discovery regarding the false sovereign.
Won't someone talk about this? Tad rowdy.
I'm not What's life without a bit of fun?
Look,
Are you? No, I must be mistaken. Where was I headed?
There is much we ought to tend to, if we are to strengthen your Majesty's claim. As a true Arisen, I know this sigil well. 'Tis the crest of the neighboring country of Batal, a land with which Vermin has no official dealings at present. Let me see. It reads, "True to our word, we offer you the power of the Godsway. Pray make haste in securing Melv, that all might be made ready ere our plans are set in motion. A meager clue, to be certain. Though, 'tis clear that the Queen Regent conspires with Batal. This does not bode well at all. Though the political situation is stable at present, much blood has been spilled between Vermund and its neighbor in the past. I fear such a partnership would only portend the drawing of more. At any rate, 'twould seem our search has led us to only more questions. Chief among them, what is meant by securing Melv and this Godsway? I will investigate these matters as best I can. In the interim, only once we have gleaned a fragment of the Queen Regent's plot, can we begin. And ere it slips my mind, pray, take this. But
Queen Regent Disa appears to be working in concert with this Phasus fellow, but what precisely is their aim?
as a reward for your Majesty's efforts, you have been invited to attend the coronation. 'Twould seem congratulations are in order. You will, of course, require raiment befitting of the occasion. I would ask that your Majesty return once you've procured such attire. There is much we ought to tend to, if we are to strengthen your Majesty's claim. So the acting chief of Melv was blamed. I suspect this is some ploy of the Queen Regent and her ilk, to lay claim to the village territory. However, I've heard no report of her capture as of yet. It may well be that she is safe. Perchance, She has fled somewhere outside of Disa's reach. Is there aught else you would speak of, Your Majesty? Do not forget that we work...
Remember me, sir?
Good evening, sir. I trust you fared all right. Right on the roads, just... Bite the hour. You know where to find me. No wisdom to offer.
Look, as long as you please.
Everyone's busy with their own affairs, I see. Interested in my ware? Pleasure doing business. Welcome. Well met.
There is much we ought to tend to, or shall change once we have attended the coronation. If your majesty has any unfinished business to attend to, 'tis best you do so afore we depart. Very well. Is there aught else you would speak of, your majesty? Do not forget that we work to serve the city.
Good evening, sir. I trust you fared all right on the roads? Despite the hour? You know where to find me. The rules at your good evening, sir.
Getting proper rest isn't... Should we hunt a few monsters to start the day off?
I'm not sure what to do.
I fear I've not useful to share. Oh dear. Won't someone do aught about this?
Oh, you came, sir. I must confess I feared you would not. But I forget myself. You must be wondering why I asked you here. I should like to speak with an acquaintance of yours, a child with whom I espied you conversing. She is the spitting image of my young master, you see. 'Tis my hope that she might take his place for a time, thereby granting him a reprieve from his sorry situation.
Diana, would you paint my mother a criminal? Perhaps I ought to be the one to explain.
Young master, I meant no offence.
Diana has the right of it, though the situation is not nearly so dire as she makes it sound. I seek only the freedom to leave my own home. My mother is bedridden, you see, and her mind is not so sharp as it once was. Whenever I am absent, she grows terribly distressed. By leaving a look-alike in the house, I hope to ensure her peace of mind while I attend to matters of my own. Would you be willing to lend your assistance? Splendid. Thank you so very much.
'Twas in the slums that I witnessed you speaking with the girl. Would you be so...
Oh, good. You return. I find myself on edge when you stray from my line of sight.
I'm always doing about a dozen things at once. Always another errand to see to.
Anything could be lurking here.
Hi, Arisen! I was hoping you'd come by, so I could thank you again for all your help. You really made a difference around here. Hmm? You wanted to ask me a favor this time? All right. How can I help? So, this noble boy wants me to pretend to be him? I'm not sure that'd work. I mean, I don't know the first thing about being a noble. Besides, are you sure we can trust these people? It all sounds a bit fishy. All right, I'll do it. But if I'm not very good at it, it's not...
Surely no fate more wretched than this.
There's got to be something fun to do.
Finish up my gear for tomorrow. Still a while to go.
Can't work as late.
He's doing bad enough right.
I'm more time than I know how to spend. Won't someone do aught about this?
Only fools and urchins.
What shall I do today? I cannot stand to remain here another moment.
Must be air virtuous.
Days like this make me glad to be alive.
Time to head to market, methinks.
Won't someone do aught about this? Won't someone do aught about this?
Look, young master. She's here.
Indeed. I could be staring into a mirror. Diana, will you dress her and instruct her in her role?
As you wish, young master. This way, if you please, miss.
What a kindness you've done me. Now I can go and fetch a gift for Mother. I'm hoping a little cheer will aid her in her recovery. And a flower from Melve seems just the thing. She was born there, you see. No doubt her days would be brighter with a memento of her old home by her bedside.
All is ready, young master. You need only finish your preparations for the journey.
Let's see. Ah, I almost forgot. In that goes.
You know, the roads around Melve are supposed to be really dangerous. I heard the safest way to get there is to carry something that reeks of Cyclops with you, because it...
The lands around Melve are rife with poisonous flora. I'd hoped to pack an antidote for the young master, but the shops had none to... 'Tis not only poison the plants inflict, but drowsiness besides. Might there not be a curative that accounts...
Well then, I must confess, I feel rather uneasy. This is my first time leaving the city. I only hope I've not forgotten anything of import. You think I ought to bring some medicine and monster repellent with me? What precisely would you suggest? Let's see. Ah, I almost forgot.